KDP niches I wish I knew sooner are far more profitable than I expected, and the reason why is simple. Coloring books have exploded on Amazon, and with that boom comes a wave of new sub-niches. Some of them are already saturated, but the others are only just beginning to pick up momentum. That's where the real opportunity is. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through several of these niches that are still early, niches that have the potential to turn into consistent bestsellers if you position yourself now. I spent hours digging into Amazon, looking over the bestseller rankings and researching competitors to bring you the ones that I think are worth paying attention to. By the end of this video, you'll not only see which niches I wish I'd started earlier, but I'll show you a simple but professional way to get started in these niches that won't take up all your time. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. So if this sounds like you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. Now, the first niche that I wish I knew sooner is going to be the fairy tale coloring book. We see with Titan's Quick View, all of this data right here, total results 1,389, so not too competitive. This could be a niche that you could use KDP ads on. It'll help get your book ranked a little bit better, boost it right away so that it can be seen by customers. We see the niche score of 58, so still pretty good. And if I click the Titans Pro analysis right here, we can see these numbers are actually better. We see demand is a 7 out of 9 and the opportunity score is a 9 out of 9. So definitely a lot of potential here. Also because we see there's only 26 out of the 48 books on the first page that are independently published, meaning KDP books, which means there's a variety of publishers publishing for this niche, which validates this niche even further because other big publishers are going ahead and creating books for this actual niche. Now, if we look through some of these books, let's go and look at this one right here, Fuzzy Tales coloring book, independently published. This one has a book ranking of 13,000, so very, very low. The book right next to it is 101,000, and the book right next to that, 357,000, and this book is 649. Now, the first four books here are all sponsored products, but you will see these books here in the organic rankings as well. Now, there's this one right here called Fairyland Adult Coloring Book, ranked really low at 2,395. We have another book right here, this one, Cute Fairy Tale Bold and Easy, ranked at 42,000. This one right here, Fluffy Tales, ranked at 262,000. And then near the end of the first page, we have this book, Forgotten Tales, ranked at 13,000. And this Fairy Dreams coloring book ranked at 224,000. So there is indeed a lot of depth with this niche. Now, if we take a look at this book, this one's ranked at 2,402, number 4 overall in Cities and Architecture coloring book, number 9 overall in Fantasy and Science Fiction coloring book. And we can see the 30-day sales is up near 2,700 sales per month, which Titan's Quick View gives 30-day royalties estimated over $5,000. But when I actually do the math, I know that this is going to be most likely underestimated, and it's going to be a lot more than this. Now, here are some samples of this coloring book. You can see this one has a lot more detail, a lot more shadowing, less white space, a lot more gray areas here. Same with this coloring page right here, but it definitely looks like it was created by AI. So that bodes well for other publishers because we can see this one has a 4.6 out of 5 rating, 77% overall is a 5-star, and this book is selling very, very well. So we know that these images that look like they were created by AI can actually sell very, very well on Amazon. Now, if we look at another book, this one is called Forgotten Tales coloring book. This is more of that bold and easy type. We see that its overall ranking 13,120, Fantasy and Science Fiction coloring book ranked 30, Flowers and Landscapes coloring book ranked 42, Animals coloring books for grown-ups ranked 49, and the 30-day sales is nearing over 700 sales per month. Now, this book is a little bit more simple. We have these bold, simple lines, very simple illustrations, and a couple more pages right here. Now, this one definitely looks like it could have been made by an artist. However, there are certain generators out there that can actually mimic this and make it really look like it was made by an artist. However, it was actually generated by AI. Now, the reason I like these types of coloring books is because there's only 40 illustrations. So once you get the hang of this and you learn how to create these images using AI, 40 illustrations is actually not that hard. It doesn't take up that much time. And the thing is that you can still price it at a premium, $9.99, which for other types of coloring books, you're going to be pricing it a little bit lower. But for these bold and easy types, for some reason, people still buy it at $9.99. Now, if we go ahead and take the 30-day sales of 720 and we grab the calculator, plug that into here, multiply that by the estimated royalties that we're going to get from KDP's royalty calculator. So I put in all the details here. This is an 8.5 by 8.5 inch book, 81 page count, $9.99. And when we submit that, we see on the Amazon.com marketplace, estimated royalties of $3.15. So when we take the calculator, plug that in, $3.15, we can see this book makes over $2,200 per month in estimated royalties. Now, the next niche that I wish I knew sooner is going to be this dinosaur bold and easy coloring book. Now, we're going to keep with the theme of the bold and easy coloring books, but this one, look at the total results, way less at 157. So not a lot of competition here, but I already did actually the research on this niche, so I know that there's demand. But we see with Titan's Quick View, the niche score right here, 58, so that's not too bad. The Titans Pro analysis shows that demand is actually a 4 and the opportunity here is a 6. But when we actually look through here, we can see, first of all, this one right here, Jurassic Cuddles, ranked at 78,000. This one right here, Cute Dino, has a ranking of just under 500,000. And we have this one, Kai's Bold and Easy Dinosaur Coloring Book, ranked at 301,000. Another Dino Adventure, 500,000. This one right here, ranked at 295,000. The sales here aren't going to be too crazy, but the competition is very low, that you're going to have a better chance at getting ranked here on the first or second page of Amazon so that your book could actually be seen and start selling. Now, if we take a look at the Jurassic Cuddles book, this is a bold and easy coloring book, and we can see from the cover a bunch of characters here, dinosaur characters kind of just hanging out. It has a very nice title, a catchy title, and we can see this has a bestsellers rank of 78,590, overall 283 in animal coloring books for grown-ups, and 1,004 for children's coloring books. We see the 30-day sales estimated to be anywhere from 96 to 144, and this one has a very good rating of 4.7 out of 5. 80% is a 5-star. And looking closer at some of these interiors, the back cover has 6 interiors. We can see kind of the same theme. The characters all look the same, just in a different setting, but very cohesive type of book. And with the A+ content, we can see very nicely done, showcasing the interiors here for adults and teens, single-sided pages, 50 designs. Some are colored in and some are not colored. So this is a very good way of actually marketing to your customers because it can show them both sides. Now, if we scroll back up and let's just take that 144 30-day sales. Let's go ahead and plug that into the calculator right here. And then we're going to multiply that by the royalties right here. So this one's 105 page count, but it doesn't change the actual estimated royalties. It stays the same at $3.15. So let's go ahead and plug that in here. And this book is making an estimated almost $500 in estimated royalties. So actually not that bad for such a low competition niche, and actually a niche that doesn't have a lot of books here. But judging by the books that are actually selling, this could be an up and coming type of niche, especially as Q4 starts to arrive. Now, the next niche that I wish I knew sooner is going to stick with that bold and easy coloring book theme. This one specifically is called the Ocean Bold and Easy Coloring Book. Now, the total results, 438, so not very competitive here. Niche score is a 55. Click on the niche score analysis. Demand is a 4. Opportunity is 8, so pretty high there. And if we look at these books, we have this one from a big publisher, bestseller, obviously going to sell very well at 476. We have another one right here from a very well-known publisher selling very well at 112,000. But this is actually good to see because if these publishers, big publishers, are making books for this niche, then you can kind of jump on the bandwagon and hopefully try to get some of those sales that they're not landing. So for example, This book right here is actually doing that because this book looks very similar to these two. So it's actually grabbing some of those sales. This one has a bestsellers rank of 163,000. We have another book right here. This one ranked at almost 1 million. And then this one right here is not really Ocean Life. Let's skip that. Now let's go to the next row. This one, Aquatic Animals, 49,000. This one ranked at 151,000, 186,000. The next one is 500,000. And if we scroll down next row, we have a few more here doing well. This one's in the 400,000 range. And let's just go to near the end of the first page. And we see there's still some books selling very well. This one ranked at 74,000. Even this one right here, 600,000. And then this one right here, Beach Vacation, 192,000. So a lot of books here doing very well all throughout the end of the first page. Now, if we actually take a look at that one book, this one, Ocean Vibes, bestseller rank 163,000. The 30-day sales is anywhere from 72 to 108. But once again, look, $9.99. So kind of the same pricing, right? And if we go here, we can see that it has how many pages. That doesn't really say, but knowing that it has 104 page length, we know that this probably has around 50 coloring pages when it incorporates the blank backsides. Now looking at the interior, we can see this is the type of vibe, the type of theme. Here's some more right here. Very simple type of images here. And here's the back cover where some of the images are colored in. Some of the coloring pages are blank. So a very good way to show the customers what it looks like before and after. And then with the A+ content, once again, a very good way to create some extra pizzazz on your listings, and actually is proven to help boost your sales. Now, if you want to learn how to make A+ content just like this, go ahead and click up top on the marker on this video, and I'll link a video where I show you how to make A+ content. Now let's scroll back up. Let's grab that 30-day sales and plug it into here. So if we put 108 and multiply that by the royalties here, so this one's 104 page count. Submit that, still the same royalties at $3.15. So let's plug that into the calculator, $3.15. So this very simple type of book is making over $300 per month in estimated royalties. So think about if you had 2, 3, 4, a dozen types of these books doing this type of performance. Now, the next niche I wish I knew sooner is the Unicorn Bold and Easy coloring book. Now, the total results here pretty low, 229, so not a lot of competition. Niche score is a 55. With the Titans Pro analysis, we can see demand is actually pretty low at 3, opportunities at 7. But when I went through the first page, I saw enough books here selling well that actually validates what I think about this niche and that it has potential here to have some success. Now, we have this book right here. This one's ranked at 73,000, so a book doing very, very well. We have this cute unicorn right here, ranked at 187,000. If we scroll down the next one, this unicorn coloring book ranked at 129,000. And then this unicorn mermaid princess is 600,000. This one right here, 400,000. So there's a lot of examples here of books that are actually selling. Even this one right here, ranked at 242,000. And let's just go to the end of the first page to see if there's any books here selling well. We have this book right here, Enchanted, a magical fantasy coloring book, ranked at 408,000. So even near the end of the first page, these books are still selling. Now, they're not going to be those crazy numbers, but these books can add up to your library. It can add up to your income because every book that sells even a little bit is all going to add up. And especially because this book is not that difficult to create. Now let's check out this one. This is called The Cute Girl Things, a kids coloring book, including unicorns and then a couple other things here. Now the bestsellers rank for this book, 73,000, and it's number 57 overall in children's mermaid folk tales. Now the 30-day sales is anywhere from 120 to 180. But once again, look at the price, $9.99. So when you're creating this type of book, you can go ahead and freely price it at $9.99 and know that it's going to sell and it's going to be okay with customers, even though it's almost basically $10. Now, this book has 44 illustrations and so 89 pages overall. And here is one page of the interior. As you can see, very simple type of interior. And when we look at the A+ content, we can see some more interiors here. So here's a unicorn and then a deer, a bunny. Here's a mermaid that's colored in. So very nice A+ content. This is obviously something that you want to create if you're making these types of coloring books, or actually any book for that matter. Creating A+ content is proven to boost your sales. Now, if we scroll back up, let's grab the 30-day sales and plug it into the calculator here, 180, multiply that by the number here. Now, this is still going to be the same, 89 page count, $3.15 for the estimated royalty. So when we plug that into the calculator, like I said, this is not going to be those crazy numbers, but it's all going to add up at the end of the day. This one's going to be over $500 per month in estimated royalties. Let's take a look at the interiors once again. Do you think that you could make these type of interiors with the help of AI? Because if you think you can, then you're going to want to watch till the end of this video. I'm going to give you a resource that can actually help you create these exact types of coloring pages. Now, the next niche that I wish I knew sooner is going to be called the outer space coloring book. Now, we go off of the bold and easy theme and we just go a generic outer space coloring book. Total results still pretty low, 484, so very low competition here. Niche score is a 52. Let's click the Titans Pro analysis and we can see demand is pretty high at a 7. Opportunity is the highest here at a 9. And looking through the first page, this book right here, independently published, ranked at 170,000. The next book right here, 500,000. We have this book right here ranked at 147,000. Now this is an older book, 2016, but as you can see, 2016 still selling very, very well. So even almost a decade later, we can see books actually still providing income. Here's another book ranked at 133,000. This one ranked at 177,000. And then a few more here ranked in the 300,000. Let's go all the way to the end of the first page. This one, 500,000. And this one right here, 300,000. So a lot of depth here, books selling throughout the first page. Now let's take a look at this book. It's the Outer Space Coloring Book. Cozy, bold, and easy designs, astronaut suits, aliens, planets, stars. This one has a book ranking of 177,686, and the 30-day sales is around 48 to 72. Now, this book isn't going to be those crazy numbers, but once again, you want to create a lot of these types of books in different sub-niches because it's all going to add up at the end of the day. Once again, $9.99 for the price point and around 80 to 100 pages. This one's 85 pages, so 40 illustrations overall. And on the back cover are some pages of the inside. And as you can see, the theme here, what they're going for, aliens, cute characters, a dog in an astronaut costume. And with the A+ content, we can see very well done, more interiors here. Actually, these are the same interiors on the back cover, but a little bit more high quality. But like I said, if you can ask yourself, can you make these types of coloring pages with the help of AI? And if you think that you can, well, stick around because I'm going to show you how you can actually start creating these pages without actually having to waste a lot of your time. Now let's go ahead and take the 30-day sales and plug it in here. So this one's going to be 72, multiply that by the estimated royalty, which is still the same here. 85 page count, $3.15. And let's go ahead and plug that into the calculator. Once again, not crazy numbers, but over $200 per month in estimated royalties. Let's look at the interiors one more time. From this type of coloring book, not too bad at all. Now, I covered this in my previous video, but I found a resource with a bunch of prompts that you can use that will produce these types of images. Now, with each prompt, it's going to give you the full colored version as well as the black and white coloring page. Whereas you saw with the A+ content, you can add these images right here into the A+ content or the back covers of your book. Or you could even use these as the covers of your book and just put the title on here somewhere. But as you can see, as an example, this is a prompt that I just copy and pasted into here. And this one has to do with that first niche, that fairy tale coloring book. As you can see, it turned out really, really good. This is the first try, guys. Like, I just basically copied the prompt and I put it in here. And as you can see, this one looks just as good as some of the interiors that we just looked at. Now here's another prompt that I used. This one was for that next niche, the dinosaur coloring book. And as you can see, the full colored version right here, and then the black and white colored version right here. Now when I click on it, you see if we zoom in, the lines are not too bad right here. So you could actually use a site to actually upscale the images if you want to help it look a little bit better. But honestly, it looks pretty good just like this right here. And then obviously I had to do another one for that next niche, the ocean niche. And as you can see, here is one of the prompts. And with these prompts, you can create a theme for your book. So you could keep with the same characters. And as you can see, you can grab these images, put it into your A+ content, and then you have your actual coloring image right here. It looks very good. And then with the unicorn, this one turned out really, really well. I really like the colors that it used. And obviously on the bottom here, the actual coloring page, and we can see it turned out very, very good. Obviously, there are a few things here that I could clean up in Canva. This one dot right here, and then this circle right here that can be cleaned up easily in Canva. But other than that, look at these, very, very good. Looks like it could have been created by an artist. And that last one with the outer space. So this one is outer space candy. Very, very nice interiors. These are very high quality interiors. Like I said, this is on the first try and I didn't do any kind of tweaking. As you can see, I just copy and pasted the prompts. If you want to check out the prompts, I'll put the link in the description down below. Now it's going to give you 328 prompts, but it's also going to allow you, if you want more prompts, it's going to give you the option to buy more prompts once you're inside. But you really only need these 328 to get started. And as you can see, here are some more examples from the actual prompts. Very, very high quality. And a lot of people wouldn't know that this was actually created by AI. And that's why I actually like these prompts, because these are one of the first prompts that I've been able to use that I just copied and pasted, and it actually generated this type of quality on the very first try. So it really cuts down on the work that I have to do to create these coloring pages. So once again, I'll leave the link down below if you want to gain access to these prompts. So those are the KDP niches I wish I had known about sooner, the ones that are proving to be far more profitable than I originally thought. If you're serious about building a publishing business, the key is to catch these niches before they fully peak. That's how you get ahead of the competition and give your books the best chance of ranking. Now, if you want to learn how to actually take these niche ideas and turn them into real books, the next step is to follow my KDP royalty roadmap. I've linked it down below. It's a complete step-by-step guide that walks you through everything from idea to finished book. And if this video helped you see what's possible, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.